What if I told you that some of the most talked about boxers were later exposed as fake during fight nights? From Primo Carnera, fights were known as fixed, to Christopher Lovejoy, whose unbeaten knockout streak fell apart the moment he faced real opposition in Mahmoud Charr. Here are 10 fake boxers who got exposed on fight nights. Jorge Kawagi. Jorge Kawagi's boxing career always felt fake, just like the public image he built around himself. He came from a very wealthy background. Kawagi turned professional in 2001 at the unusually late age of 33. Almost immediately, he began racking up wins. On paper, his record looked perfect. 12 fights, 12 wins, all by knockout, and all ending in either the first or second round. He even won the Mexican cruiserweight title in just his third fight, and later picked up WBC and WBO Latino and international belts. Most of his title defenses were against unknown opponents, which raised eyebrows. His boxing skills looked awkward and unnatural. After one fight, Hall of Fame boxer Humberto Gonzalez joked that his 10-year-old child boxed better than Kawagi. Over time, it became clear why his record looked so clean. Many of his fights were believed to be fixed. Several of his opponents, including Perry Williams, Richard Wilson, Dwayne Swift, and Buck Smith, were linked to the FBI's Operation Matchbook, an investigation into rigged boxing matches. In a 2005 bout against Roberto Coelho, spectators threw objects into the ring after Coelho appeared to take an obvious dive. After disappearing from boxing for nearly 10 years, Kawagi returned in 2015. He fought on the undercard of Pinoy Pride 31 in Cebu City, Philippines, against Ramon Olivas, who had a respectable 13-3 record. Despite being officially listed as undefeated, most people were already skeptical. Even respected trainer and commentator Nacho Beristain openly called him a fraud before the fight. The fight itself, on July 18, 2015, lasted less than a minute. Olivas lightly jabbed at Kawagi's body. Kawagi was already breathing hard when he threw a slow, weak left hook that barely touched Olivas. Olivas suddenly fell to the canvas in dramatic fashion. He got back up, but Kawagi followed with what looked like soft, clumsy punches, sending Olivas tumbling into the ropes. The referee stopped the fight at 2:03 and ruled it a technical knockout. The crowd burst into laughter. Ringside announcer Rico Navarro immediately sensed something was wrong. Commentators openly mocked the punches, comparing them to slow-motion throws underwater. The moment played out live on television, and Kawagi's act finally collapsed in public. After that night, his boxing career was completely exposed. BoxRec flagged his record for irregularities, and boxing experts openly criticized the way his reputation had been manufactured. Primo Carnera was the first Italian heavyweight champion. He was famous for his massive size and was one of the most physically intimidating heavyweights boxing had ever seen. But behind his rise to the top, there were serious questions about how his career was managed. After Carnera arrived in New York in 1930, his contract was bought by notorious mobster Oni Madden. Abe Attell was brought in to train him. Attell had previously been linked to the Black Sox baseball scandal, though he escaped conviction after convincing a jury they had the wrong man. Carnera quickly became a big attraction in the United States. Over 18,000 fans watched him fight Big Boy Peterson at Madison Square Garden. Carnera won easily in the first round, but the fight raised eyebrows. The New York Times noted that there was almost no betting on the match, which made people suspicious. Peterson was counted out while strangely punching himself in the jaw, leaving reporters unsure whether he was trying to fake a knockout or wake himself up. Just a week later, Carnera fought Elziar Ryu. and the bout lasted only 47 seconds. Ryu went down 6 times. A reporter from the Chicago Tribune wrote that Ryu did not seem interested in fighting at all and appeared focused on falling down as soon as he was touched. After an investigation, the Illinois Boxing Commission cleared Carnera but fined Ryu $1,000 and revoked his boxing license. In March 1930, Carnera knocked out George Trafton in the first round in Kansas City. Afterward, the Missouri Boxing Commission suspended Trafton, but again placed no blame on Carnera. The pattern continued in April 1930, when Carnera fought California club fighter Bombo Chevalier. The fight ended when one of Chevalier's cornermen threw in the towel, even though Chevalier did not appear badly hurt. The match was later ruled fixed, and Carnera's purse was temporarily withheld. Chevalier said he had previously been approached about faking a fight, but had refused, and that no one expected the towel to be thrown in. He also claimed that a sponge used on his face caused burning in his eyes and nose. In May 1930, the National Boxing Association suspended Carnera. The following month, his fight against George Godfrey caused even more controversy. Godfrey was disqualified in the 5th round, even though many felt he was clearly outboxing Carnera. After the fight, Godfrey lost his boxing license and half his purse, while Carnera was once again cleared of wrongdoing. Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito is a former professional boxer from Mexico who fought from 1994 to 2017. He held several world titles in the welterweight division, including the WBO title from 2002 to 2007, the IBF title in 2008, and the WBA title from 2008 to 2009. Margarito was famous for his aggressive fighting style and tough chin. However, he became widely known for a cheating scandal where he was caught using plaster in his gloves. The cheating incident happened just before Margarito's fight with Shane Mosley. Mosley's trainer, Nazim Richardson, noticed a strange white substance in Margarito's hand wraps. He suspected something was wrong, and after inspection, it was revealed that the substance was plaster. Doctors and experts confirmed that it looked like the same material used to make plaster casts. This raised serious concerns that Margarito might have been trying to cheat by hardening his gloves with plaster to increase the power of his punches. After this discovery, Margarito's hands were rewrapped, and the California State Athletic Commission began an investigation. During the hearing, Margarito claimed he didn't know what was in the wraps, while his trainer, Javier Capetillo, admitted to making a mistake by using the wrong inserts in the wraps. The commission revoked both of their licenses for at least 1 year, and this suspension effectively banned Margarito from fighting in the U.S. Later, it was discovered that red stains on the hand wraps used in Margarito's fight with Miguel Cotto were similar to the ones found in the wraps before the Mosley fight. This raised further suspicions that Margarito may have used loaded gloves in other fights as well, leaving suspicions over his career. Luis Resto. Luis Resto is a former Puerto Rican boxer who became infamous for his role in a cheating scandal. Resto fought in 29 matches, with a record of 20 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. Despite being known as a light-punching boxer, Resto shocked the boxing world on June 16, 1983, when he defeated the undefeated Billy Collins Jr. at Madison Square Garden in a 10-round unanimous decision. The fight was on the undercard for a match between Roberto Duran and Davey Moore. After the fight, Collins's father, Billy Sr., noticed something strange about Resto's gloves when he tried to congratulate him. They felt much thinner than normal, and he quickly realized that the gloves didn't have any padding. He immediately demanded that the New York State Athletic Commission investigate. Upon inspection, It was discovered that the padding had been removed from Resto's gloves and his hands had been wrapped with plaster. The damage to Collins was severe. By the end of the fight, his face was so swollen that it seemed impossible that a light puncher like Resto could have caused such harm. Collins suffered a torn iris and permanent vision damage, ending his boxing career. Tragically, Collins died just months later in a car accident, and some have speculated that the loss of his career may have led him into depression, possibly even suicide. The investigation by the New York State Boxing Commission revealed that Resto's trainer, Panama Lewis, had removed the padding from Resto's gloves, and that Resto should have known about the illegal tampering. Resto's boxing license was suspended for at least a year, and because most state commissions honor suspensions from other states, this effectively banned him from boxing in the United States. As a result, Resto's win over Collins was changed to a no contest. For years, Resto denied knowing about the tampered gloves. However, in 2007, he finally apologized to Collins's widow, Andrea Collins-Nile, and confessed that, along with removing the padding from the gloves, Lewis had soaked his hand wraps in plaster, hardening them into casts to increase Resto's punching power. Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was an American professional boxer who fought from 1953 to 1970. He is often remembered as one of the most feared fighters in boxing history. Liston was known for his raw strength, a crushing jab, long reach, and a tough, intimidating presence that made many opponents afraid before the fight even started. One of the most controversial moments in boxing history came during his fight with Muhammad Ali. The ending of the Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston fight is still argued about today. Midway through the first round, Liston threw a left jab. Ali quickly slipped over it and fired a fast right hand. Liston went down on his back. He rolled over, rose to one knee, then fell back down again. Many people in the crowd did not even see Ali land the punch. Chaos broke out immediately. The referee, Jersey Joe Walcott, a former heavyweight champion himself, struggled to control the situation. Ali stood over Liston, waving his arms and shouting things like, "Get up and fight, sucker!" and "Nobody will believe this." The fight became one of the shortest heavyweight title fights in history. Many fans had not even taken their seats before it was over. Afterward, the crowd booed loudly and shouted, "Fix!" Many fans believed the fight was rigged. Some said they never saw the punch land, while others felt it was not strong enough to knock out a fighter like Liston. Boxer George Chuvalo openly said he believed the fight was fake. Liston publicly denied taking a dive. However, years later, writer Mark Cram said Liston privately told him, "That guy Ali? He was crazy. I didn't want anything to do with him. And the Muslims were coming up. Who needed that? So I went down. I wasn't hit." The fight added to Muhammad Ali's legend, making him seem unstoppable. For Sonny Liston, it did the opposite. In just over a year, he went from being seen as one of the most terrifying heavyweight champions of all time to a fighter whose reputation was deeply damaged and questioned forever. If you are enjoying this video, appreciate it by giving it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Jake Paul. Jake Paul's rise from internet prankster to boxing attraction has been surrounded by controversy. controversy from the start. He first became famous with his brother Logan through Vine and later YouTube, where they built massive followings with pranks, challenges, and music videos. By 2018, Jake decided to step into boxing. His first bout was an amateur white-collar fight against fellow YouTuber Deji Olatunji, which he won by TKO. Paul's early professional fights were more about spectacle than sport. He knocked out former NBA player Nate Robinson in the second round on the Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. undercard. He then moved on to MMA fighters, beating Ben Askren and later Tyron Woodley. While these wins boosted his profile, fans were not impressed. Many fans labeled him a fake boxer, mentioning that he carefully picked opponents who were either retired, much older, or not real boxers, and clearly past their best years. As his record climbed to 10-1 by 2024, the criticism only got louder. That same year, Paul announced a fight with Mike Tyson, who was 58 years old. The bout was delayed from July to November due to Tyson's health issues, which raised even more questions. When the fight finally happened, Tyson looked slow and out of shape. Paul won by unanimous decision, but instead of praise, social media exploded with claims that the fight was staged or fixed. In 2025, Paul fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., a former world champion who was also well past his prime. Around this time, Paul began pushing back harder against his critics. He hired high-profile lawyer Alex Spiro, known for representing Elon Musk, and threatened legal action against people accusing him of fixing fights. One of the most notable critics was Piers Morgan, who publicly called Paul's bouts staged. Buck Smith. Buck Smith is an American professional boxer who fought in the welterweight division. He started his career in a very unusual way. In 1987, he volunteered from the audience at a fight in Oklahoma City to replace a no-show. He fought a man named Ali Smith, wearing street shorts and basketball shoes, with just 15 minutes to prepare. He lost the fight but lasted all the rounds, earning $50. That experience sparked his obsession with boxing. After that first loss, Smith began fighting almost every week, mostly against ordinary opponents in small Midwestern clubs. When people asked about the quality of his competition, he would shrug and say, "I'm not fighting one bum a month, I'm fighting 3 or 4. He often drove himself to fights in his red Honda Civic. Smith's approach was simple: fight often, get paid, and build his record rather than spar for free against tougher opponents. In March 1993, he fought 12 professional fights in 1 month, winning all of them, 9 by knockout. Over his long career, Buck Smith officially fought 224 professional bouts. Despite this huge number of fights, he never won any major titles. His last fight was on June 30th, 2007, a cruiserweight bout where he was knocked out in the second round by Marcus Oliveira. His last win came in December 1997 against Manuel Esparza in a 4-round decision. That means he did not win a single fight in the final 12 years of his career. By the end, his record stood at 179 wins, 20 losses, 2 draws, and 25 no contests in 226 fights. Lamar Clark. Lamar Clark's boxing career was built more on hype than real skill. Clark turned professional with an amateur record of 25 wins and 2 losses. He quickly became a local sensation, fighting mostly in small venues across Utah, Idaho, and Nevada. His early opponents were usually overmatched, mostly debuting amateurs or journeymen with losing records, which helped him build an incredible streak of 44 knockouts in a row. On one legendary night, December 1st, 1958, in far west Utah, Clark knocked out 6 fighters in a single event. each fight lasting only minutes. Promoters called him the Utah Bomber, but real fans suspected the matches were rigged. By 1961, Clark's record was 43-3, with 42 knockouts. All 3 of his losses came by knockout, showing he struggled against real competition. His true limits were exposed on April 19, 1961, at Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, when he faced 19-year-old Muhammad Ali. The fight was supposed to test Ali, but instead, it exposed Clark. He managed a few jabs in round 1, but Ali's speed and skill were overwhelming. Early in round 2, Ali knocked Clark down twice. Referee Herman Dutro stopped the fight immediately, with Clark bloodied and his nose broken. Ali later said, "He was not tough enough." Crushed by the loss, 27-year-old Clark retired immediately and never fought again. He returned to Utah, working as a rancher and later a security guard. Peter McNeely is an American former heavyweight boxer. McNeely's boxing career is a classic example of record padding. He came from a boxing family. His father, Tom McNeely Jr., had challenged Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight title in 1961. Peter turned professional in 1991 at 22 after a short amateur career. Standing 6'2" and weighing around 224 pounds, he fought aggressively in an orthodox style. By mid-1995, McNeely had built an impressive-looking 36-1 record with 30 knockouts. However, most of his opponents were beginners or journeymen with terrible records. He repeatedly fought guys like Jimmy Harrison, whose record worsened every time, Van Dorsey, Jesus Rohina, and one-fight wonders like Kevin Chisholm and Phil Prince. According to rumors then, his record was padded to perfection, with almost all wins designed to make him look like a top contender and reach WBA number 7 for a big payday. The real test came on August 19, 1995, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas against Mike Tyson in Tyson's post-prison comeback fight. McNeely, overmatched from the start, charged at Tyson, swinging wildly. Tyson ducked and countered with a straight right, dropping him in just 10 seconds. McNeely got up, tried to fight back, but ate a right uppercut and hit the canvas again. With 89 seconds gone, his manager jumped into the ring to stop the fight, and referee Mills Lane declared a TKO. Loss. McNeely continued fighting until 2001, but the Tyson fight cemented his image as a fake contender built on weak opponents and exposed on the biggest stage. He later moved into acting and reality TV, embracing his notoriety. Christopher Lovejoy. Christopher Lovejoy's boxing career was full of hype. He turned pro late at age 32 in Tijuana, Mexico. Lovejoy quickly racked up a 19-0 record, all wins by knockout, 17 in the first round. But most of his opponents were unknowns, debut fighters like Aaron Alexis Franco, Bernardo Ortiz, and Michael Smith, or journeymen with terrible records such as Omar Nunes Valderrama and Edgar Montejo Arceo, whom he faced multiple times. Almost all fights took place in small Tijuana venues, far from mainstream eyes. With his fake results, Lovejoy sparred with top heavyweights and called himself the GOAT, even challenging names like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. His act fell apart in 2021. Initially, he signed to fight British contender Dave Allen, but withdrew over a contract dispute with promoter Don King. Later, he faced WBA regular champion Mahmoud Charr on May 15, 2021, in Germany. Entering undefeated, Lovejoy was quickly overwhelmed. Charr, a legitimate 31-4 fighter, dropped him several times before the referee stopped the fight just 1:22 into the second round. The loss exposed Lovejoy's lack of skill, defense, and experience, turning his knockout artist reputation into a joke. Afterward, the 37-year-old made excuses, joking his drink was spiked while tweeting defiantly that he'd be back. Lovejoy continued fighting sporadically, adding one win in Madrid 21, but later suffering further defeats to Victor Vikrist in June 2025 and Andrew Satterfield in August 2025. What do you think about these fake boxers? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our next video for more content.